What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2023 Joey Logano Atlanta Race to Win Diecast, the exclusive version of this Race to Win paint scheme. Awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and hop to the diecast review. All right, folks, rotating base out of the studio, diecast in hand. So, as you can see, this is not a brand new packaging. I did a diecast review on the Napa, what is it, Christianekis Atlanta win. Anyways, I got both of them at the same time. I'm just going to keep it honest with you. It got damaged in shipping, so naturally there's a lot of scrapage. It's okay. We're going to go with a diecast review. I also cleaned it. There was a lot of dirt and dust, so I took it apart, cleaned it up, because when I wanted to do the diecast review on this, I wanted to give it the best chance to be as clean as possible. So if there's any dirt specks, that's why it's not, it's not from the retail store like that. I got it used. So anyways, we got Joey Logano right here. We got Raced Win Wave number 5, 2023. You have free card, all that good stuff. Raced version 164, Joey Logano. This was, I believe, his only win of 2023, which is crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. He only won one race, and they made the diecast for it, fortunately. But, it's just, Joey Logano is a pretty popular driver, but you know what? It happened. So anyways, diecast has a ton of confetti. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's go to the back end of the card piece. So, for future references, whenever you're watching this, maybe the clock has already struck 2030, but just for context, the exclusive diecast in this wave that you wanted to pick up is the Chandler Smith. That's a true exclusive. I don't think the Kyle Larsons are. I could be tripping on that. Again, you don't really know because they they say the verbatim exact thing. The Napa truck, which I'll bring in the studio real quick because we just did that diecast review. Beautiful piece. Highly recommend it. So that's a true exclusive. And the Zane Smith Speedco, which is Dakota Race to Win. That is another, you guessed it, true exclusive. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up. All right, folks, here we go in the studio. The beautiful number 22 Auto Trader Ford Mustang for Joey Logano. And this one has a very unique color palette for the confetti. It is pink and it is white. Yeah. So it's a very unique color palette, something maybe you would see at Charlotte Motor Speedway a decade ago when they had the pink breast cancer stuff, but really cool confetti palette there. I like that. I believe it was the Ambetter 400, which I think their colors is pink and white, which would make sense. Regardless, you go over to the front windscreen. I mean, look how much of that windshield, about 30 to 40% of the windshield is covered in printed sun visor, which is pretty remarkable. We got the confetti, as already mentioned. Auto Trader right there on the hood. Pennzoil Ford. Now, this is the now retired 2022 and 2023 style Ford Mustang. Very short run it had, but extremely successful with 2 championships and a Daytona 500. There's a lot of detail in the front end of this car. It's actually pretty well wrapped for the most part. Like, the grille looks completely different. You have the carbon fiber texture splitter, which is fantastic. I think maybe a little bit of artificial damage right here. Like, it looks like part of the splitter is a little bit, like messed up. So I think that's what they try to do, recreate it. Maybe he broke it during the race. Maybe it bent during the celebration. You know how you have the elevation with banking. It can bend and break parts on the splitter. I am not sure, but it looks cool. 22, Sudoku. Got no Penske logo there, but Sudoku. Let's go to the left side of the diecast. Bear with me as we get our camera to focus. There is a pretty substantial haze of dirt and grime on this car. Most of it's kind of that darker medium tone blue, but on the lighter portions, like over here on the gas insert, there's a ton of, I'm assuming that's fuel residue. So somebody clearly spilled a ton of gas on the quarter panel. Auto Trader there. Shell Pennzoil 22. Got 75th anniversary. Cup Series Goodyear. Joey Logano. Now, the confetti, I think, is just normal rectangles because sometimes they have shapes and whatnot, which is pretty cool. Your one race win sticker, which is interestingly placed. It's right behind the name, which I thought they moved it over here to like the rear window. I don't know if they just did it in Victory Lane as a funny thing. I don't know. That's kind of unusual to me. Discount tire, whatever decal that is. B post, go to the back end of the diecast. Now you have a two-tone spoiler. The side that is going against the air is black, and the rear of the spoiler is orange, which I love the two-tone spoilers. I think they look cool. There's like one piece of confetti on the rear portion of it. Now, the rear of the car has a lighter texture on the artificial exhaust decal. I think that's supposed to mimic some, what do they call it? Bump drafting tape. They put a piece of slick tape on the back bumper so when you're bump drafting, the cars don't grip and spin each other out. So that might be why it has kind of an artificial light haze to it. Got Auto Trader there. 22 with the Ford license plate. There's some more confetti there. Go to the right side of the diecast. A little bit cleaner than the left side, and very cool diecast. I mean, if you're a Joey Logano fan, this is his only win for that year, so you know it's kind of a good thing, but it's kind of a bad thing because it's like, oh man, there's only one win, but it's like, hey, I don't have to buy 10 different diecasts. You know, I mean, imagine being a Kyle Larson diehard in 2021. You got 12 different diecasts you got to pick up. Crazy stuff. Right side of the diecast, just. It's a cool little paint scheme. I like the blue and the orange and the white, kind of a Boise State, Denver Broncos style to it, which is always nice. Go to the top of the diecast here. Got the 22 once again. There's a substantial area on the roof of the car that has no confetti. That's probably a decorative box or something that they put on the car when Joey Logano jumped out. You got Snap on there, and then you have Logano, or where it's kind of difficult to read, but there is the window cutouts for the air cabin flow. You got a little bit of confetti there. And then Auto Trader on the deck lid. I tell you what, when Lionel put the confetti printed windows on the cars, man, that was a game changer. That was one of the greatest things that has happened in NASCAR Diecast 164 history, because I go back and I look at some of those raced wins from yesteryear. I mean, it could just be like, I don't know, a random 2019 Martin Truex Jr. Sonoma win or something. And some of these raced wins, they look so bad. Like, I'm not even kidding you. They look so bad. Like the Eric Jones Daytona win from 2018. Like, everything on the car looks great. And then you look at the windows and there's nothing there. Because they were Authentic's exclusives. Or, no, the Eric Jones, I think, was no, it wasn't. It had a Gold Series release, I think. Either way, there was no confetti there, so it just looked very bare bones. So, like, part of me wants to go and edit all the confetti and just add my own to it, because it would make it look a lot better. But, like, everything else about the car looks perfect. It's so weird seeing the raced wins from, you know, half a decade ago with no confetti. So, huge W, Lionel, for adding that to the 164 lineup, which is why I love the raced wins. I honestly believe, and this might be kind of a spicy take, but I honestly think the 164 collector is in a mini golden era right now in NASCAR Diecast. I know, not everything gets made. Sometimes quality can be a little bit interesting at times, but to me, I consider it a mini golden era. We have never seen this many race to win diecast ever produced in the Cup Series. Outside of 2007, maybe 3, maybe 4 at most. And in 2022, we got I think it was 28 out of the 36 raced wins. 2023, very similar numbers. 2024, the same thing, very similar numbers. So it's just crazy to me how many raced wins we're getting. And I love to see it. I don't know how long they'll be doing it, but right now I'm enjoying it. I think it's truly a mini golden era for the 164 collectors. And I think many, many years in the future, people are going to miss it, to be honest with you. Got Atlanta, Joey Logano, and Better Health 400 winner. That's a cool trophy. I like that. Is that oranges or is that peaches there? That reminds me of the Tropicana 400 back in the early 2000s at Chicagoland. March 19th, 2023, Hampton, Georgia. Go to the back end of the card piece. I love this. You have the celebration with the heavy confetti. I mean, that's a ton of confetti. Time of race 2 hours, 53 minutes. That's actually kind of a short race. Only 5 cautions, too, for Atlanta. I'm telling you, man, they do some crazy stuff. 140 laps led. Joey Logano dominating. And the margin of victory, 0.2 of a second. I think that's how you say it. I could be tripping on that. But regardless, Awesome, awesome stuff. If you're a Logano fan and you haven't picked up this diecast, what are you doing, fellas? It's his only win from 2023, so it's a a quick add to the collection. I have no idea how many they're making of this, so years from now, this could be a very difficult diecast to find. Who knows? Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed one, and for all your Gold Series diecast shopping needs, make sure you use promo code Diecastbuffet. That's all for now. Diecastbuffet, signing off.